what? Fuck it.
The king of rock, cool. The king of rock, what? The king of rock, cool. The king of rock, what? The king of rock, cool. The king of rock, what? The king of rock, cool. The king of rock, what? The king of rock, cool.
It's Tuesday night, people. 10 p.m. for the next 2 hours. It's time to get ready to suck it.
Welcome to another episode of Free Talk Wrestling. Our guest tonight, returning guest, the Will Gray.
And we have another returning guest, but he's not here right now.
No, he's not. Once he gets here, we'll get him in.
Yes,
Why, God? Why? Why? Because fuck him, that's why.
That's exactly why. Speaking of fuck him, how about the draft?
oh, my goodness. You
As
mean
far
just
as NXT call-ups, very interesting picks.
I'm legitimately surprised that Braun Breaker did not get called up.
I'm not really
That's
surprised.
one I know I'm definitely fucking shocked on because, you know, granted, I know Grayson Waller deserves to be up there, but I really think that he still should at least had a run with that NXT championship.
Oh, I agree.
I agree.
See, but I can understand why Braun's not up because I look at him and I'm like, dude, he's just mid.
It really depends on how people, I guess it's how you take it, man. I mean, most people will take it as mid, some people
Cobra
don't.
Kai, brother.
What up?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
I didn't like any of the draft picks besides the NXT ones. Because they were mostly just reminding us where they've been at for the past couple months.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm going to redeem something that I should have been doing for a while here, so we're just going to do this, but... Hydrate.
Beautiful. We ain't beautiful. We degenerate.
That is for damn sure.
Yeah, no, you got it. When you say, what's up, Degenerates, that's what you got to say.
Yeah. So
Or
who got
you could
screwed
just
over the
start
most? Who got screwed over the most via the draft?
Cody Rhodes.
Bingo.
Wrong.
Really?
Wrong.
Yes.
Oh.
Wrong. I want to tell you the reason why you're wrong.
Let's hear all this.
Well, let me tell you my reason why, and then you can tell me why I'm wrong. My reason
enough.
why is now we know for about 50% chance Cody Rhodes will be the world champion, and he's getting a consolation prize.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I wish people, you know what? I'm going to say this, I'm going to be blunt. Too sweet, I fucking love you. You're like a brother to me, but people need to stop fucking calling it that, all right? That title has a fucking legacy.
It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying the
No,
story
hear me
needs
out.
to end with the
He's not winning
Universal.
it. He can't have that. He can't have that championship. It's already like literally written down. Cody could not because it's gonna make him look weak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Plus, it doesn't complete the story.
And right now,
That's why I thought it was bullshit.
and right now, you got to look at it from this thing. This is gonna make people think, well, who the fuck's really gonna defeat him now?
Yeah.
At any point in time, Cody can be switched over to SmackDown. Triple H already said that the pretty much the fucking the draft didn't mean shit anyways because it's subject to change at any point in time.
Okay. If there's one thing I can add to this, looking at Cobra Kai statement, it's going to come down to Seth and Drew. It's not going to be Seth either.
Mm-mm.
Seth
come
is
down-
already...
Oh,
Oh.
Or I thought you were going to be on timeout tonight.
he is.
Oh, he still is. All right. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying it's not
Say
best
his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Now I gotta hear this fucking thing here. I gotta hear it now here.
Yo! Okay, but anyways, what
You're in
I have to
timeout.
say is the reason why Seth is not winning the World Heavyweight Championship is because, first of all, he doesn't need that title because he's already over with the fans. No matter what no matter what is happening right now, Seth always gets over with no matter what it is. Like the whole thing with Paul Heyman yesterday. He's on the phone. All Seth is doing is encouraging the crowd to sing that song. And then he says, Seth, you're making your tribal chief a little pissed off.
Damn, where are you, bro? Where are you?
Like Seth is the freaking joke. Yo, if I had to call people certain characters in like comic books or anime or whatever, Seth Rollins is the Joker of WWE right now. The laugh,
Speaking of that title,
the costumes, bro.
I'll tell you right now, the way I think it should go, literally, who was the finalist for the Red Universal?
Finn and
Finn Balor.
Yeah, because
Gonna
Finn
be
Finn
just
and
located
Seth.
his shoulder.
Finn.
He got hurt and had to
Also-
relinquish the title the next night.
Yep. So you
but
might
my
as well-
question is, do you guys think the Miz should end up with that title to be a straight up
Miz
Grand
is-
Slam champ?
No.
Okay,
Not
You know
yet.
what the Miz
thing.
needs
Not
to do?
yet.
Wait.
No,
Will,
not
what
yet,
do you
but
think?
eventually get that
Will,
title
what,
to keep his
Will,
legacy.
what does
Like
the
a year or
Miz need
so.
to do?
The Miz
What
needs
does
to
the
stay
Miz
away
need
from
to
the
do?
world. He needs to stay away from the world's heavyweight title. The Miz needs one intercontinental reign to tie the record for most intercontinental reigns at 9. He needs 50.
Ooh.
He needs 50 days to break the record for most combined days as intercontinental title. And you know who he takes that off of for both of those records?
Who does he take it off of?
Chris Jericho.
Oh,
Break the walls down!
It's written in the walls. He's the self-proclaimed greatest intercontinental champion of all time. He's held the title 8 times. He's 50 days short of, setting the all-time record for most combined days. Give Mike the Miz one more decent IC title reign and let him break every record except for Gunther's for longest reign. Let Gunther break Hockey Talk Man, drop the belt to the Miz, let the Miz hold it, break the all-time record for most reigns and most combined days. Chris Jericho's removed from the IC title history books.
This is
All right,
why I
so-
love this guy so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is why
And
I
I'm
love
out,
this guy.
bitches!
Matt, what do you have to add to that?
Will,
Oh,
Will,
I'll help. Here we
hear
go.
me out. Hear me out. So this is just things I've been fucking thinking about. All right. Yeah, Braun Breaker hasn't got moved up yet. I know some people think he's big. Why not have someone just as big as Gunther? Why not just
Mike.
like bring up later on down the line out of nowhere, just bring Braun Breaker up, right? Because they already had history in NXT. Have him come
Very
in,
true.
win the Intercontinental title, and then you can do the whole thing with Miz winning it off Braun Breaker.
True. I mean, there
Yeah,
are some
I can
big
see
men
that
have-
actually.
there are some big men that have been a part of this draft. From what I know, as far
Odyssey
as
Jones.
big man as far, yep, or as I like to call him, oh, Henry.
Big old Bronson Reed.
Yeah, the big
So,
boy
I mean-
Bronson Reed going to SmackDown. Or wait, no,
I'm
he's on
excited
Raw.
for
He's on
Cameron
Raw.
Grimes to be going to SmackDown.
To the moon!
I love Cameron
Oh man,
Grimes.
dang it! I
Huge
can't call.
Trevor Lee
I
fan.
Dang it, now
want
that
another
guy's-
LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes feud.
Yes.
We
I want
deserve it.
Absolutely,
on the main roster.
absolutely, and absolutely. But why did they have to bring up Cameron Grimes? Because now I can't call Coaster the TikTok Cameron Grimes anymore.
Oh no, he can be. He still can be.
I gotta wait for this to grow out a little
He
bit.
has to wait for that.
I just
to
have
grow
to
out
start
more.
growing out your beard again because it was kind of a bad resemblance to somebody else that was on TikTok. That was
Yeah,
good.
that's
Yeah, I agree. No, I was gonna let it grow out anyways, but I haven't had babyface in 10+ years.
right.
Now
So-
you never want to.
Well, no, I don't want to ever again because I looked like I was 12 and it unlocked some PTSD. But also to caveat that too.
Can I just say one thing?
Go,
Yes,
Matt.
you have to say one thing, Matt. You have to admit that you have tiny balls.
You're not even supposed to be here.
Actually, I want to say, Canon Koza, thank you. We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now.
Yes, we
You're
are.
quite welcome.
So what
We're
you're
on
saying
fucking
is-
YouTube too.
so what
Yes,
you're
we're on
saying is
YouTube as
Freestyle
well.
wrestling.
God damn it!
Jesus.
Josh has been in your job one night and he's already done it better than you.
You're fired, Matt.
Josh is going to produce now, and I'm taking your spot as
Ah.
co-host.
You're the first
Yeah.
person getting.
Oh shit.
You sure about that?
Unfortunately.
Bye, Matt. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye, bitch.
I'm on Matt's side, man.
There we go.
I
There we
like
go.
him as our producer.
I love Matt. I'm just messing with him.
Oh, I am too. I am too. Tiny balls.
All right, well, that's the end of the show, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all later.
Oh,
Hey, since you guys did bring that up, let me show you.
Uh-oh. What?
Yo, did Too Sweet become Charlie Brown's teacher? What the hell?
I put my finger over my mic. Shut up.
Yes, ma'am. I want to be part of the spelling bee.
See? We're
He's
on.
Oh my
watching
gosh, we're
Pornhub.
on TV. Oh my gosh, guys, we're on TV.
He's watching Pornhub with our ass.
Yes.
No, but next week we will be streaming live on Pornhub.
What?
Yeah, we gotta go get that Pornhub money. What are you talking about?
Did you start the verification process on getting your models?
Gosh dang it, Too Sweet. Now people are
You-
going to say,
you're- please tell me you're fucking joking.
Henry, for
No,
another
we're going
reason.
to Pornhub, dude. We're gonna start promoting over there. No, why would I do that?
You know what's really gonna be happening though. We're really just gonna have on. Well, no. I mean, we're on Pornhub now, so we're definitely gonna be having,
After banger! After banger! After banger!
Look at it,
And
man.
he's by the pints! Hey, Butcher, your boy, where you running to?
I fucking
We
hate
lost
you guys.
control.
I hate you.
You know the funny
All
part
right.
is
That's all I want is the guy going scrolling through, jerking off, getting ready to get set up, and then goes, "Oh, hey, wrestling, okay,
Yo, guys.
all right."
yeah.
No.
Oh, I love this. I love this episode. Isn't this just great?
He
It
said
doesn't
that.
matter though, because anytime they click on it, and you get
I said
we're
1
good.
and 2 and 3. Yes.
You guys laugh.
No,
You
there's
guys
a
laugh.
climax
I
of the
see
They
movie.
have
the
a following.
actual.
There's
I
a
see the
following
actual business side of it, but like I really don't want to do that.
No, the moment they climax,
You already said we're
Oh,
over
they
there.
climax.
You already promoted it, so now we're over.
Listen. So hold on. Let me ask you this: If we're on Pornhub, are we sponsored by XPW?
That's a great question.
No, but right now we are sponsored by Rootless Coffee. Don't forget to sponsor that.
I'm gonna message Travis and tell him he needs to do that.
yep. But
Get
here's the thing, though.
15% off. Use Panda or code
Here's the
Panda
thing.
Coffee.
Use the code on
Here's
the
the
box.
thing. If we're on that site, the moment people climax is when they hear me go, oh.
No, that's when. Oh,
I
you
like
did.
how he
Fuck
goes
it,
with
we'll
the
do it live.
PG and says climax.
No. They'll only do it at this moment.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm sorry,
You
Mike.
gotta go get the other one. You gotta get the Matt Cardona rap.
Oh,
No, I just have this instead.
Smoke weed. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Smoke weed every day. Smoke.
I hate this.
It's
I
just
hate
lost
that one.
control
What the fuck
today.
are we doing here?
I don't know. How are you guys doing?
Hey.
Chelsea, what's up? Welcome.
I like that name,
Okay,
Black Widow.
so I think are we kind of done with the draft situation?
Well, I mean, I was going to talk about a few people because
Go for it.
Go ahead.
I predicted that Pretty Deadly was going to end up on SmackDown because
He said dick.
Wow.
He said dick. I heard him say the word dick.
Pretty dickly, yes.
He 100% said dick.
I said I predicted.
He said it again, guys.
Yeah,
He
There
said
it is.
addicted.
He said dick again.
He said dick did.
you can't
He's
have predicted
so
without dick.
addicted to all the things you do.
All right, I'm done. All right, I'll be right back.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, I made wow, we got a follow back from
Thank you,
Chelsea,
thank you.
aka Black Widow 12345. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the
I
follow.
I made a prophecy that Pretty Deadly was going to show up on SmackDown, and was I right about that? Yes, boy. Even though I hate them that much. But
So you had a
yeah,
theory.
not that type.
But they went to but he went to SmackDown too.
Did he? That's
Yeah,
good.
he went to SmackDown. Like,
Yes, he did.
Which means the thing I don't like about this is since Bronson Reed's in that triple threat between Austin, Bobby, and Bronson's on Raw, my boy Bronson not gonna win, and I'm disappointed. But I mean, there are others to look forward to because I mean, my girls Kaden and Casey are on Raw. I'm happy about that. And what is it? I think the most surprising NXT picks were really on night one because you had the Unholy Union being the one of the final two. Raw selected SmackDown selected the Unholy Union, which was Alpha Fire, Isla Dawn, as tag champs, and then Indy got picked up as the NXT Women's Champ. I'm worried about what they might do with Indy because again,
Thank you for the
just
follow.
my belt off of
Really?
yeah, Mike. Yeah, sure, Mike. Come in here and ruin my talk. Anyway, but it's all love. But anyway, I'm hoping she doesn't really lose it at Battleground because I still think she can do great stuff with what she's doing now. Von Wagner and Zion Quinn being free agents, that interests me. Other than Vaughn, because Vaughn is nothing but trash. Grayson Waller going to SmackDown. I think that'll work greatly for him, even though, yeah, he should have had a run with the NXT title. But if anybody else, Apollo Crews going to Raw, Zoe Stark going to Raw, JD McDonough going to Raw. I think those ones might be able to bring some new life to Raw, to the red brand, because the blue brand's been where everything's at.
I agree
So let's
with you
talk
on
about
a good
Dominic.
jump.
One, I didn't
Hold
ruin
on,
your
hold on,
talk,
hold on.
though. All right, I was saying thank you to the person that followed me. And before you
I
start
know.
talking about who you fucking talks, you talk over me half the time during my life. So fuck off. All right.
It's- Okay, now hold on though. Phil, I do want to pick up on something that you said. You were worried that Indy's going to lose it at Battleground. Didn't she just relinquish it because she's injured?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
she did.
I don't remember.
'Cause
Wait, she
I was
did?
just watching NXT like
Yeah,
tonight.
she just.
He just
Like
relinquished
tonight.
it at the
Tonight.
end of the show.
She's
I was watching
injured.
tonight also.
Yeah, they kept going a little bit longer. She came out in like a brace and everything with leg and just started hobbling in there with crutches and everything. I didn't have the volume on and I couldn't hear her daggone thing, but I could still tell you, just by the way it looked, she is now relinquishing the title, and then like every woman for herself came in at the end of it, like right as the NXT copyright logo came up.
Oh my god. No.
So
Mayhem.
that already kind
Mayhem
of
in
fucks your plans
NXT,
up.
I'm telling you.
Mayday. He down.
No. Fuck me.
So I would like to say something about the draft.
Go for it, Matt.
The one thing that irritates me, Rhea won the Rumble. She went to Mania, challenges Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title, and then just 3 weeks as champion. she has to go for the Raw Women's title. Like,
This can.
what was the point of her winning the SmackDown Women's Champion if she was going to go straight to Raw?
Right.
That's-
Same with Bianca, because
agree.
Bianca second pick was like the second pick of round one, and she went to SmackDown. What was the point of that? She's held that Raw Women's title for over a year. Like, she has
Mhm.
been very consistent with defending that championship. So now, I guess the question is, does Bianca lose it to Io, and does Zelina Vega beat Rhea
Okay.
Ripley? Because
I could see Bianca losing to Io, but I don't see Rhea losing to um
Zelina.
Zelina. So I guess that would bring us to Backlash now. And do you guys want to do some predictions for that?
Do you have the card?
I do have the card. I sincerely do. Boom.
The joke.
This is
Yay,
gonna
we
be
got the
Canda's favorite
Joker.
fucking match.
Oh, this is not. This is fucking not. Okay, listen. I will.
This
I
is
will tell
Matt's
you all
favorite
this right
match.
now. I
This
hate
is Matt's.
Omos and these Omos sapiens, these Omos sexuals. All these Omos fans are just hounding me and dogging me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm having to block a lot of them because they're just. It's depressing to watch because, like, dude, where are your
Homosexuals
IQ points?
arise.
So
I
do we
mean,
see Omos winning?
God, no,
No.
no.
Oh, Chelsea, you're free. You're free to comment your predictions. Put them down in the
Absolutely,
comments. In
please
fact,
do.
everybody in the comments, put down your predictions right now.
Absolutely, please
Who are
do.
your victors for WWE
And if you're on YouTube, do it too.
Backlash in San Juan, Puerto Rico? Boricua.
So who do you think is gonna win this match? You know what? We'll start. Too sweet. Who you got?
I want to say Seth Rollins. I'm hoping to God he wins, but you know they are trying to push him Omos, so I could see Omos winning. Just for that
All
fact.
right. So we know Matt is on board with Omos as
No,
well.
no,
So
no,
we
no,
don't.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
No.
Matt, you're not. Explain.
Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. Seth's been doing all these crappy matches. Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, even though he's not crappy, but you know, with all these people, he's losing, right? They're pushing him for that war title picture for Night of Champions. And they want to put over Omos because Omos, as much as you hate him, Saudi Arabia loves WrestleMania. Saudi Arabia will get Omos versus Roman. One, Seth puts over Omos in that match. Omos versus Roman. Two, Seth wins that match and goes straight for the war title match. So either way, Omos loses, he goes straight to Roman. Seth wins, I got Seth. They're pushing both of them for Night of Champions. Because Saudi Arabia gets that WrestleMania, so guess what? Saudi Arabia gets that Nigerian Prince Giant as their version of Andre the Giant and Great Khali when Roman defeats him for that 1K.
Just like Hogan at Hogan and Andre at Mania 3.
Yes, for the Saudi Arabia because they make so much money in Saudi Arabia because it's like WrestleMania for them. So I have Seth winning this match.
Okay. Will?
I
Who do you got?
100% think that Seth is going to get the win here. It'll be a good match because Seth could wrestle a broom, and it would be a good match. I think Omos is, for some reason, still getting a push. He has improved his in-ring work, and with MVP as a mouthpiece, he's a solid pick. But I think Matt is correct that I think that Seth Rollins is about to get a rocket on his back to be the first world's champion. So I think that starts here at Backlash.
Mike?
I think it's going to be Seth.
Okay. And Phil?
Well, I mean, I can say I'll just say it like this. He is a Kingslayer. He is a Beast Slayer. He will soon be called the Giant Slayer. Seth freaking Rollins.
That's great. I gotta agree with you guys too, Seth. So I guess we're all on board with Seth. That's pretty sweet.
I mean, I will agree too. Omos has been getting the type of push he's been getting again, partly because MVP is a good voice, is a good mouthpiece for the Nigerian Giant. The only thing that he really has going for him is that he's literally the second tallest man to ever wrestle in WWE, because of course the tallest one was Andre the Giant at 7'4". Omos is only 7'3".
So he's just an inch shorter. And speaking of the second match, Rhea and Zelina.
Oh my God. One is mommy, one is mamacita.
I agree. Ay, ay, ay. All right, who wants to take this one first?
I'll start it.
All right, take it, Mike.
I don't see a Rhea Ripley losing it so soon. I just
Oh,
don't.
she got the mommy Joker.
All right. But then it kind of sucks for her to lose in her hometown or home country too. So, but they've done it before and they don't care anymore about that kind of stuff. So, it's going to be. It's too early for her to lose it.
I'll go next.
Will?
I'm going with Rio.
Oh,
And I'm just gonna say this. That picture of Selena is horrible, and they picked the wrong picture.
yeah. If you stare at it a little long, she got that crazy face.
Like, not crazy face. It just makes it look like she has two different faces somehow.
Will? Hold up. I think. Okay. We'll
think
come
you're-
back to Will.
Will's
Phil?
muted.
I'm muted.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'll say it again. Selena will put up a fight. Rhea will make her look good, and it'll be a great match. But this is one step below a bot show. So I don't think Rhea's at any chance of Rhea dropping the belt. So she'll get the win, and Zelina will look good while it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil? You think Zelina or Mommy?
Hey. As much as Zelina makes you say, "Ay, que mamacita, ¿cómo estás, hermosa?" Anyway, Rhea's definitely taking the W. Rhea is definitely going to make Miss Vega look like $1 million. Like, she's gonna put up a strong fight, but again, at the end of the day, it's going to go to Rhea Ripley again. Way too early in the reign for her to drop the title, but Zelina is going to look amazing during this match.
Matt?
You know, I was thinking about this last night. Selena Vega's on SmackDown, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Rhea's on Raw.
Correct.
Bianca's on SmackDown, but she's technically has the Raw Women's Champion. What if?
Hey, all
This could be
for
a-
life.
This could be a stretch because I'm a big Selena Vega fan, and lately Selena's been getting a big fucking push that she fucking deserves since coming back.
Yeah.
I have Selena Vega winning, and Bianca goes back to Raw as the Raw Women's Champion.
Ooh.
And then at SummerSlam, you get Bianca versus Rhea for that title. For the Raw Women's
Bianca
title.
versus Rhea for the SmackDown title?
No, Raw Women's Champion, because technically They take Bianca's still technically the Raw Women's Champion. They haven't switched the titles yet.
That's correct.
Well, because it's not even taken effect yet, not until after Backlash.
Yes, but Triple H has said there will be some traded happening after Backlash. What he said. So Selena Vega wins the SmackDown Women's Champion. They
Wait a
have
minute.
no choice. They have no choice but put Bianca back on Raw.
Wait a minute. So, Mike, you just said, Mike, you guys just said something. There's some sort of trade happening at Backlash, and it doesn't go into effect until after Backlash. Here's the
Mhm.
trade. Here's the trade. And this is what I'm theorizing right now. We're not getting this match, guys. This match in front of us, we're not getting. It's actually going to be Zelina Vega versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's title. They'll switch it in the pre-show.
Maybe.
They'll switch it in the pre-show. So the Raw title will be Rhea versus Io.
Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky, and then Bianca Belair versus Zelina Vega.
Yep.
This feels
Maybe.
weird.
That's what I'm theorizing.
They're gonna.
Either
I
way-
think they're just gonna trade the titles.
Either way, I don't see Rhea losing, in all honesty.
They're gonna do a
What-
Becky versus Becky and Charlotte type thing where they trade the titles back and forth again.
Again.
They could also do a whole redesign of the titles because I think they're pretty much up for a redesign.
Long
Yeah.
overdue
And you
for
can make
that anyway.
one the women's world heavyweight, and the other one just a WWE women's instead of Raw and SmackDown.
A women's universal.
They're getting rid of the Universal name in general.
Yeah.
Oh, so women's heavyweight, no.
That's going bye bye.
I guess, or
Or
Okay.
World
Women's
Women's Champion. All right, so next match.
But yeah, that's what I got. I got Selena winning. Could be a far stretch, but who knows?
speaking of it,
I see.
Bianca and Io.
I want
Bianca.
to start this one.
Take it, Tuesday.
I see at the end of this match, or whoever goes on second, they're going to. They have a trade going on at Backlash. They're going to trade the titles. Like, they're both going to retain, and then they're going to trade titles, and then we're probably going to get, like, a unification for one, and then, like Mike said, have a World's Women title and a
Hey,
WWE heavyweight or women's title.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see Belair winning.
Will?
This is also another one that's going to be a banger of a match, but it'll be Io will look great, but Bianca won't be dropping here. I think if the next soonest place Bianca drops would be SummerSlam, depending on who they build up there. But I don't see Bianca dropping right now at Backlash to Io. No.
Phil?
I'm with Will on this one too. This is going to be a great match because yeah, Bianca has held the title for a year and she's still going strong. That's great. Io is honestly one of the best women's wrestlers in WWE at this point. Ever since we picked her up from Japan, she has been nothing but spitfire. Like she's already been won the NXT Women's title off of Charlotte Flair at NXT In Your House, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Until she lost it to Raquel Gonzalez at NXT's first ever Stand and Deliver. And then of course, not long after that, she teamed up with Zoe Stark, won the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships as well. We lost her for a minute, and then she showed up at SmackDown.
Nope.
She didn't. Not SmackDown, SummerSlam with Dakota, with Dakota and a returning Dakota, with Bayley and a returning Dakota Kai, forming then Damage Control. I will say, even though Damage Control, from their inception to the present have been mediocre, they have still been treating Io Sky like the champion that she is, because obviously they didn't win the titles the first time because they botched it and gave it to Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez. Hey, Sherry, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for becoming a degenerate like us.
Hey guys, Cam is finally
it's the
here.
fucking beard of the. It's the beard
One
of TikTok.
and it's the one and only.
What happened, Cam?
Yo, what up?
You're fucking late.
I know I'm late because I fell asleep. That's why.
I know.
You
watching
fell
DG
asleep?
Yes.
You fell
Don't worry.
asleep.
Yes.
We also have one more special guest that I forgot I even had, and it's the Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, Cam. Watching the DG
anyway,
match will make me fall asleep.
But anyway, just to finish up what I was gonna say, yeah, they made Io an NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, which I'm okay. Which again, I'm okay with. She's still looking great, still looking strong. And then, of course, she was in the War Games match, which she has been in every single women's War Games match that has ever happened in WWE. Keep that ball rolling. And again, yeah, Io's gonna look great. I wish they could put the title on her, but this is Bianca Belair we're talking about, so unfortunately, she won't win.
Mike?
Well, this is the problem with WWE. All right, I already know that the way they're pushing Bianca's walking out. I'm not the biggest Bianca fan, just because I haven't really seen anything that. I don't know. I mean, I guess from the beginning, I really didn't like her, but she's starting to get to me. I'm starting to kind of like her a little bit more. But the bad thing about with it being Io, WWE will not put a championship on somebody that does not speak English. And it sucks.
Well, then how did they put the
Asuka, because Asuka can somewhat a little bit, but I just don't. They're not going to do it because they have to go to shows and they have to do interviews and stuff like that. It's a sucky situation because I believe that Io deserves it. But yeah.
Okay, Mike. So my question is to you.
I heard that. Aliens are coming.
Anyway, Mike, so if you're saying that they're not going to put the championship on an English-speaking superstar, how did Io get to become NXT Women's Champion then?
Once again, that's NXT.
Okay, and difference?
It's a beginner's thing, dude. And Triple H was actually fully in charge of that.
I totally.
How long did Asuka have the championship for?
Oh, very long time.
Huh?
Like 2 or 3 years.
Did she have for 2? She didn't have for 2 or 3 years.
What?
I think that's how long her undefeated streak was.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was at least 900 some odd days.
It was a long time before.
Yeah.
She lost
with the championship.
With the NXT title, yes.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve it. I believe she does. I just don't believe that WWE is gonna fucking do it.
The Vince McMahon rule. Cam, we're doing predictions. Who do you got in this
It's a sad
match?
fucking reality, but go ahead, Cam.
First and foremost, I don't really even care about like the backlash. The backlash card is pretty lackluster if you ask me. I think the main focus is Night of Champions since we are crowning a new World Heavyweight Champion. But since it is a prediction show, I'll give you my predictions. You know, it's kind of kind of an unfortunate situation. I think they've booked themselves into a corner, as they always do, with Bianca Belair. I like Bianca Belair. I can't say anything bad about her necessarily. I think she's done great things. I think she would have been better off had she had kept the championship that she originally won from Sasha Banks, had they not screwed her over and had her lose to Becky Lynch in whatever 20 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever it was at SummerSlam. What, a year ago, 2 years ago now.
16, yeah, it was like 16 seconds.
She would have been much better off. I think her growth, her progression, I think would have been a lot better. They kind of stunted her growth, and then, like I said, they kind of had to do a whoopsie booking, and then had her get the championship back. But it wasn't as important her winning it the second time as it was the first time. They had that historic WrestleMania match with two black females main eventing WrestleMania, and then her winning
Beautiful
the championship.
moment.
It was a fantastic match. It made Bianca Belair shine brighter than she's ever shined. But getting into this match now, I know I'm going off topic, sort of, kind of. She's already beaten Asuka, and she didn't need to beat Asuka right now. They had her do, kind of reinvent herself or add in the character that she was in Japan, known as Kana. And I don't know where they go with Asuka or Kana now in WWE. So that's unfortunate. But this particular match, I don't know, man. I don't think she loses the championship. I don't see her losing the championship for a while. So once again, it's probably going to be a Bianca Belair clinic or squashing or burial. It's unfortunate for Io Sky because I like Io Sky, so got to go with Bianca Belair winning this match.
Yeah. Before we move on, though, as far as Asuka is going, yeah, she wasn't. She wasn't mentioned until night 2 of the draft, and that was that she was moving again she's now moving from Raw to SmackDown. I've actually I don't know about the rest of you, but I've been hearing stuff that Asuka has secretly been asking for a release.
And then I've
And
heard that
right
those
now-
have been shot down.
Okay. I just wanted to know. Because,
Oh no! I heard about that. I'm a huge Asuka fan, so I heard about that, and I'm like, no.
Absolutely. What? Like, if you lose Asuka, you're losing one of the biggest stars in wrestling right now. And whoever picks them up is going to get a heavy cash flow in. Because she is a once in a generation.
But you know what's funny too, though? But you know what's great? Before we move on to that, I'd like to add on to what Phil said and what Cannon was saying. What would be great about that, though, is if she was granted that release, went back to Japan, and then formed a tag team with Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné. That would be fire.
That would be dope.
That would actually be kind of cool. I won't lie. So yes, so we're not alone in hearing that, all of that Asuka stuff. But so now on to the next match: Damian
Son
Priest
one.
and Bad Bunny.
I'm gonna admit something
street fight between
live
Damian
right
Priest, Bad Bunny, and Puerto
Damian
Rico and
Priest is my favorite wrestler right now.
Gotta love the Riz Ramon tributes.
Yes. I fucking love Damian Priest, his whole character. I think, though, if he were to turn face, he would look dope as fuck in the LWO.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be great.
Oh yeah, he is Puerto Rican.
Or hear me out. If the LWO turned heel and kind of like Dom and
Finn?
No, Damien.
Rhea?
Dom and Damien both turn on Finn because Rhea ends up on SmackDown or something, or they break up, and then those two take over the LWO and run Ray out and make the LWO a fucking heel group.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love to see the LWO as like an actual fucking heel group, and they kind of grow more and keep that Latin World Order going.
See,
All right.
I don't, I don't dislike Damien, but for me, it's just kind of like they had him in a position where, because I'm, you guys remember back when he was a singles wrestler and they had him being the U.S. champion. It worked for a while, but then they watered him down because they took away what made him cool. It was no more, Archer of Infamy. It was like they took away what made him special. So for me, it's like if they were to give Damien another singles run, they have to add another layer that makes him cool. For me personally, because I just don't see him as I don't see him that being that interesting right now to get another singles run. But that's just me.
They
That's
just
why I
haven't
said
been
put him with
booking
the
him
LWO.
properly.
That'd be
They
dope.
haven't booked him properly.
You keep him in a
So
group
it's-
though. If you put him in the LWO,
So-
he could be like the fucking leader
Right.
of that shit.
So
type
Cam,
shit.
do you have
He
Bad
doesn't
Bunny
really
winning this
need
or
it.
Priest?
Oh no, I got actually, yeah, I think I got
Hey,
Bad Bunny winning this. I mean, it's in Puerto Rico.
Bad Bunny.
They're not gonna have to move.
Yeah.
I got Bad Bunny running this too for sure.
Phil, who you got? Phil,
Bad Bunny, obviously.
Bad Bunny. All right.
The fuck you do?
All right, sorry, I don't listen. The
What
only
is
song I
this?
know of his is Booker
it's
T.
that's what Bad Bunny
That was
does.
great.
That's what Bad Bunny does.
The
I've
most
never
Oh.
seen him
whitest
do
thing
that.
I've ever
I've
seen.
literally
yeah.
never seen.
Never seen him do that.
Okay. Will, who you got in this
Yes.
one?
He did it for his WrestleMania entrance. He did it when he won the tag team match with Priest at 37. He did this.
I wasn't paying attention.
Me
Neither
neither.
was I.
I've never seen him do that.
Will,
Yeah,
who you
y'all
Will-
were asleep. Y'all were
Who,
asleep.
who you got for this one?
I said it when we started, and I'll say it again, and I agree with Cam in a lot of ways. This is, like I said, it's one step below a bot show. Like, we know that Bad Bunny's going to win with interference. It'll probably be because Judgment Day will start to play dirty. Then, Ray will interfere. Then Bad Bunny will get the win, and him and Ray will be on the turnbuckles, and fucking Puerto Rico will have this huge pop, and it'll be fireworks and the whole nine. And, they might even get a little color. Who knows? Maybe WWE will get color in Puerto Rico. Maybe that'll be the case. But Bad Bunny wins. Him and Ray celebrate. Huge pop. Go home.
Like, do you
All
see
right.
this as the main event?
No, I don't.
This is-
Is that the? I don't know if that's the main event.
It cannot be.
Honestly, it could be. It totally could be because they're in Puerto Rico. But, Mike, who do you got for this one?
Everybody already pretty much said everything I would have been saying. So yeah,
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. All right, Matt.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. So we're basically all in agreement. It's Bad Bunny over here. So. Oh, here we go. Now this match has potential. I will say this match has potential.
I'm so mad at this. I am so mad.
Take
What's
it, Phil.
going-
What do you got about? What's wrong with this match?
What I do not like about this match is that before the draft got announced, before everything happened with the superstar shakeup as to who's going to what brand, seeing Theory, Bobby, and Bronson in this, my money personally, I want Bronson Reed to win because again, from the time that he was currently in WWE before he got released, he had that he had that North American title run. He got completely screwed out of that match when he lost the title to who we knew then as Isaiah Swerve Scott. We now know as Shane Swerve Strickland, but I hated the way they just played him dirty and then like ghosted him for weeks and then let him go. Bronson Reed to me right now, I feel like Theory great runs with the United States title. Bobby Lashley, also multiple runs with the United States title. They have done very well with both of those men and their U.S. title reigns. However, we need somebody fresh. We need somebody who I think could be he seems to sort of be the dark horse in this match. Plus, if you remember the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed, last two men in the ring before Bobby Lashley won. So not only does this put Bronson above Bobby, kind of saying, the last time you faced me was a fluke. Look at me, I just beat you for the U.S. title. But again, it's putting a new, fresh face on the United States Championship. And the colossal Bronson Reed is the way to go.
All right. Well, I'm. All right. I want to say something on this one because I know I don't say all this, but I think this match has potential. I'm going to agree with you that it's Bronson Reed, but I will caveat this by saying if it is Theory, I can understand because here's what I can see Theory doing because he's still going to play his heel work. He's going to get in and out of the ring. He's going to let these two guys just beat the crap out of each other until they can. And then he's only going to come in and just stop them before one of them pins the other. So he still has his title. He's going to let them beat the crap out of each other until one of them is knocked out. 1, 2, 3. But at this point with a triple threat and them being as big as they are, I could see one of them just popping up like the freaking Undertaker and going, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" And just knocking him out. Yeah, excuse me, bitch, knocking him out. And then 1, 2, 3. I would love it to be Bronson Reed. I really do. But I really think it's going to be Theory.
I would like to see fucking Lashley win because I think WWE owes it to them or owes it to him. They screwed him on a Mania moment. Give him the fucking title. He's about to be on SmackDown, so build him up to be the fucking beast that he actually is. So that way he could actually, go against Roman Reigns and take titles off him, please. Somebody, anybody at this point.
So are you going for Bobby Lashley?
Yeah, I want Lashley to get a fucking push like a motherfucker to the moon.
I honestly think, yeah, you know what? With
That makes sense
SmackDown
too.
picking up people like Bobby Lashley, like Edge, a few other great stars, I can see Bobby versus Roman happening. I can see dang it, there was somebody else who got drafted to Raw that I really like the idea of them getting a shot against Roman too. Oh my god. But it was a smart pick. It was a very smart pick.
So, Mike?
I got a question. Hold on, I got a question.
Huh?
Why were the legends involved in the draft?
Oh, as in like Trish Stratus?
Like Trish Stratus and people like that?
I don't know. I don't know why
Trish was involved
under contract.
I understand that they're under contract, but they're also under a Legends contract, so that shouldn't matter where they go.
It really doesn't matter. She's involved in some lackluster feud with Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there was no point of fucking making that announcement.
That's the only reason why she was drafted.
She said on Corey Graves After the Bell podcast that with her working in the WWE right now, she's working there full time.
Really?
Yeah, right now she said she's working in WWE right now on full time, not part time, full time.
Is she doing house shows?
Did Cam get his predictions?
Yes.
So everybody did theirs?
Mike, we were going to go to you. We were going to go to your predictions and then Will. So what do you got, Mike?
Okay, mine is.
Oh, Cam.
I'm gonna go with Austin Theory. I mean, I think that with this being a triple threat, Reed and Bobby are going to start going at it to the point where one of them are down, and he's gonna steal it.
Exactly what I'm thinking too.
And the reason why, I mean, you're building them up, so you might as well just keep building them up the way you're doing it.
Will?
I haven't done my prediction.
I'm gonna pick Theory here. I have this gut feeling. I keep saying it because I'm a broken record. This is a bot show. None of these titles are changing hands. They're just going to be great matches for the Puerto Rican fans. I would love to put Bronson Reed over here, but he has me blocked.
Oh,
This goes back to his NXT days. I was drinking the sauce. I was about half a bottle deep. It was a rough time in the Will Gray's life, and I told the big man that he didn't know how to work like a big man. I mean, I'm sorry. I told him that, and then he blocked me. So, Bronson, I love you. Call me.
Bronson, let's try to unblock him. All right, Matt. Who do you got on this one?
One, why does Bronson really in that photo look like he's taking a massive shit in that photo?
God.
This is
no.
his profile picture?
No, the one for the backlash. This one, right?
No, this
he
one.
does look like he's taking a
Yeah,
shit
he
in the
look-
backlash picture.
Yeah, it looks like he's
He
concentrating
looks like he
real
smoked
hard.
something.
So after last night, because Bronson Reed got drafted to Raw last night, and the fact that in the first overall pick for SmackDown they chose Austin Theory, I don't see Theory losing that title for a while. I know somebody said, "Oh, but Grayson Waller can take the title." No, I don't see Grayson Waller. I don't see nobody taking that title off of Austin Theory because look what he's done since Mania 38 until now. Look what he's done with his character, and look at the people he's worked with, and look what he's done with the U.S. title. First, he worked with Stone Cold, Vince McMahon, to Pat McAfee, to John Cena, to cashing in on the mid card title. Like no one would have ever thought about cashing on the mid card title. Was it stupid at the time? Yes, but since then losing that Money in the Bank briefcase, Theory has been proving all the haters wrong, and I don't believe Bobby's taking it or Bronson Reed's taking it. I believe in we see a Theory with the title for the next few years.
Theory.
I mean, I agree. I agree with what you say, Matt, as far as his character development. Like, as soon as he dropped the Money in the Bank briefcase, which was a millstone around his neck, he really started taking his character work more seriously.
Oh yeah.
Like from being the selfie guy to the now, really changed the direction of who he can be as a wrestler. And honestly, like as much as he says it every time, he is the future. He is the now.
All right, Cam.
Okay, so I think I see Austin Theory retaining. Obviously, I think that's the obvious choice here. But for me, and I'm an Austin Theory guy. I like Austin Theory. But I think after the WrestleMania match he had with Cena, I think right now I don't even know what you want to call it. His momentum, I guess, is sort of hurting because that Cena match was terrible. It didn't put him over. It didn't put him over the way that it was supposed to. It was just I don't know. It was very lackluster, and I can't stress that enough. So, and I don't think that's because of anything that Theory did. It's literally just because of Cena. Cena just looked like he was just out of shape, out of ring shape. That is, out of ring shape, and he just didn't really care to put all that he could into putting over Theory. So it just didn't look good for Theory at all. So right now he's hurting, and I think he needs a big win to kind of, help his image and put him back on top. Because he is still the champion, but it just he hasn't felt the same since WrestleMania. But I'm going to go with Austin Theory, obviously. I don't think he would lose it now. Bronson Reed, I think, would be a great champion. I'm a huge Bronson Reed guy. I think he would be a dominant United States champion. Bobby Lashley, I don't want it to be Bobby Lashley, honestly. I get it. I heard what everybody had to say, about the fact that he got screwed over at WrestleMania. They didn't give him a WrestleMania moment. I get that, and that's a fair point. But for me right now, like Bobby Lashley's good in the ring and whatever, and he looks great. He's dominant. But right now, Bobby Lashley, I mean, like character wise, I mean, he's plainer than Pop Tarts with no icing. Like he's just boring to me. Like there's nothing there right now. So
He's like Times New Mirror.
he's just bland right now. So I don't think for right now they need to keep any sort of title off of Bobby Lashley until they figure out what they're going to do with him. They need to take an entirely new direction with Bobby Lashley's character wise, I think. So yeah, I got Austin Theory retaining.
Or in the words of Enzo Amore, he's like Times New Roman font. He's about as generic as they come.
Exactly.
He's unseasoned chicken.
Mike.
Don't talk about the overcooked.
All right, so I guess the next match is Bloodline versus Sammy, Kevin, and Matt.
Don't get me wrong. I thought the Usos weren't allowed to leave America, and I forgot Puerto Rico was like one of our islands.
So
yeah, the United States was quick to say they're okay to go. We own this.
I know
I'm gonna
about
say this.
a couple,
Okay, Mike.
100,000 Puerto Ricans. I'd be real upset about you saying the U.S. owns them.
I'm just gonna. The way they got Sammy's momentum, Sammy and KO's, I don't see them losing.
They're not going to
And
lose.
this is the best way to have them lose again and then have that friction in the bloodline.
I agree. I don't think they're losing.
And you know what? This match here is clearly a Raw versus SmackDown match. The tag team champions and Matt Riddle are all on Raw. The Usos and Solo with the Bloodline are both on SmackDown. What I see happening in this match, I feel like this is way too predictable. So yeah, if you guys think this is all predictable, say what you want. I don't really care. The way that we have been seeing, that obviously with the first night of the draft, Roman, Paul, and Solo, as those three were considered the bloodline, whereas now the Usos are just the Usos. They are not part of the bloodline. They just claim to be part of the bloodline. To separate the Usos practically saying that they are still part of the bloodline, I can see Solo Sikoa betraying the Usos, which allows Kevin, Sammy, and Matt to win. And in the words of and using Paul's words, you will be sent from the island of relevancy to the ocean of obscurity. Need I say?
I think what's gonna happen is like at the end, Solo's gonna turn on him. Like not during the match. I believe Jay's gonna eat the pin, and then Solo. You're gonna have Paul Heyman walk out and say, "Handle it," and then he's gonna take out the Usos.
Cam, who you got on that match? Usos, Solo, Sammy, Kevin, Matt.
Probably Usos and Solo, because obviously they're not going to book them the way they have, being a part of history, breaking the tag team title record that the New Day previously set, and then just have them be booked like this downward spiral. I don't think they're going to do that. So to keep it interesting, I think they're probably going to have the Usos and Solo win this match. I think it'll be a great match. Obviously, we already know what these six men can do in a ring. So will it be the match of the night? Probably. But yeah, I don't see them booking the Usos to lose another match. So I'm going with the Usos and Solo.
All right. Will, we know it's a botch pay-per-view, but who you still got on that?
Sammy and KO and Riddle. As much as I hate to say it, because I don't like Matt Riddle in any capacity whatsoever.
Me neither.
But
We agree.
No 420, bro.
I love 420.
No 420 RKO.
I love 420. I, however, think Matt Riddle has become a caricature of the person he once was, which was already a burnt out MMA fighter. So he's just become an even bigger version of what he already was, which is now a burnt out professional wrestler pretending to be a burnt out MMA fighter.
That's how I feel about Cena. But
Well, that Cena's
Damn.
absolutely a caricature of himself. I don't feel like that's even a question at this point. He's even said that. But, however, this is one of those shows where you don't see very many baby faces eating the L here. They're going to do things they know are going to make the crowd pop, and letting Sammy and KO and Riddle beat the almighty bloodline will make a huge pop in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I don't know though about Matt Riddle. I mean,
Too sweet.
I mean-
I'm glad that was said. Fuck Matt Riddle.
Really?
Yeah,
damn.
he's garbage to me. Like that fucking Randy shit pissed me off.
Randy.
He got
stand-
over
like, I
using
can't
somebody
stand
else's
people
moveset.
like that. And yeah, and then like he's gonna do the RKO and no, fuck him. So I hope the Bloodline win this one.
Really?
Man, I
mean,
I feel like the only
he's
one that
used
likes
other.
that likes Matt Riddle.
No, Coaster, you're in the same boat. I also support 420, bro.
Okay, but I actually liked Matt Riddle during his NXT times, and that's why I
Oh
said
no,
like
I
it.
did too. Matt
Like,
Riddle
what
during
he-
NXT was something different.
I'm not going to disagree with you, Will, that he is definitely a caricature of a burnout MMA fighter.
And plus,
Emphasis on the
it's not
burnout.
420, bro. It's 420 said RBG just smoked your ass.
RK bro 420 just said we just smoked you.
Kicked your ass.
Yeah, but the original was RVD.
Oh,
Oh,
dear
boy.
God.
Oh,
Here
boy.
we go.
Oh, boy.
Here. This.
The
Hey.
greatest challenge. the
Who wants to
American
take this
Nightmare-
one?
We're
I got
getting
it.
the
I'll start
TV
off.
running.
Hold up.
The
Okay.
greatest
Okay.
challenge the
I
American
heard like
Nightmare
20
has
people
ever
at once.
faced.
Mike, I heard you. I know I heard you.
All right. I
Take
got
it, Mike.
Cody going. It's only right for Cody to go over on this. All right. It's going to be a hell of a match. But as everybody knows, Brock is there. Like, I started actually thinking Brock was there actually enjoying this time. Because for some reason, when he's a babyface, he has fun. I mean, even now he has babyface. When, like, come on, when he was doing the whole Eddie Guerrero, going against Eddie Guerrero, and he had the boombox.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
dude, he had
Yeah,
fun.
he had the sombrero conducting the mariachi
No, that was the
band,
sombrero.
and then he had
Then
the
the
Brock
boombox
party.
was later.
That was
Who's the
hilarious.
boombox with?
The boombox was Money in the
Beth.
Bank.
Money in the Bank. Okay, that was the Money in the Bank briefcase.
The Brock
Okay.
part, yeah, Brock party, Brock party, bro.
But you see how much fun he can actually have. You seen it with Kurt Angle when they were doing that whole backstage stuff. He could actually have fun and be very entertaining. Very entertaining. But the problem is they want him to stay as this beast incarnate and all that bullshit. You have a
The
character
alpha
for him that's
male.
working. You have something that's actually working for him. Other than squash this and squash that, beat this and beat that. You actually have something going good where he's doing comedy but still took it serious. But I still think Cody's going over on this just to make him look a lot stronger when he does go against Roman.
All right, Cody. So I know Phil's always got something to say. Phil?
Right now, at least with Cody on his quest to finally become WWE champion, fulfill fulfill the story that his father started. This right now is his biggest roadblock. The man that is the beast incarnate, the alpha male of our species, as Pat McAfee would always refer to him as. Yeah, Brock's one tough motherfucker. I will give him that. It's great. It's great. I mean, the way that they've been booking Brock, like the opponents they've been giving Brock, for these pay-per-view matches have been like, if not just absolutely wonky at the best. Like, we've had Brock and Omos. Like, we've had Brock and Bobby. We've had Brock and, like, who the heck even knows anymore? But Brock is, I don't know. Cody's gonna really have to do a lot if he's really going to become another Beast Slayer and take down Brock, so he can continue this story. Because I'm all for Cody's story. I want him to achieve that dream. I want him to hold the title that he actually won. But Brock is just gonna bring him one hell of a fight.
Hey, Cam, how about you? Who you got on this one?
So I need everyone to hear me when I say this. I don't care about Brock Lesnar. I don't like Brock Lesnar one bit. The last time he was interesting to me was his younger days as the next big thing.
What, like
Phenomenal stuff.
Correct.
Phenomenal stuff.
Correct.
Ever since coming back and then him adopting this whole Suplex City thing, he's done nothing for me. I'm sorry. He hasn't. I don't care if he's rocking a cowboy hat or a sombrero one week. He's having a boombox as the briefcase. I don't care. It's the same Brock. He's going to come out and do the same move over and over and over and over and over again. I don't care to see it.
I agree.
If they don't have Cody win this match, it's going to make Cody look like a chump. Like, plain and simple. Plain and simple. And it's going to bury him in a way that he cannot climb out of. There's no way you can make me, for me, and I can speak for me and me alone. There's nothing they could do after this match if Cody does not win that will make me literally care about anything Cody Rhodes does. I literally will not care. So it's literally make or break right now for Cody Rhodes. I think this is the I don't even know what you want to call it, obstacle course, or they're throwing the beast incarnate at him. They're throwing obstacles in his way to get back up to Roman, because I still think he is the chosen one or the guy to beat Roman eventually. But yeah, it's got to be Cody Rhodes. If it's not, I don't get what we're doing here. If it's not, I don't think it'll be a great match. I think it'll be okay at best. I feel bad for Cody because he's got whatever that was. I feel bad for Cody because he's got to work with, one move being spammed over and over and over again. So he's going to have a tough time. He's definitely going to have a tough time. He's probably going to be suplexed probably 6 or 7 times in a row. So, but yeah, it's got to be Cody Rhodes though. And, that's just how it is.
Will, how about you?
I said it after the Raw after Mania when Brock Lesnar pooped on Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring. They're combining the 1985-86 push that Dusty Rhodes did. That was the hard times, baby. And then they're kind of mashing that with the Cena run. I think it was in 2012.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're combining these two. Cody's going to win, but Cody's going to win by disqualification because Brock's going to beat the ever-loving shit out of this man.
Ooh.
That
was another take I had on it too. But
this is going to be the continuation of Cody having to be redeemed. He's going to fight from the bottom, And I agree with Cam. I think he's still the chosen one. And I think in order for him to get through the whole I'm on Raw, Roman's on SmackDown thing, we finally got rid of our Cody Rhodes problem. Cody's going to fight tooth and nail to Money in the Bank. And I think Cody is going to play a role in the Money in the Bank match, because that's how Cody could get back to Roman. So that starts the build of, oh shit, Cody's on Raw, but at any moment, Cody can cash that belt in for Roman's belt. So I think Cody takes the L here or he'll take the win by disqualification, but it's not going to be a win by a pin. That's for sure. I think that might be one of the first times you and I have ever really disagreed on something, Cam. You and I pretty run parallel most of the time. There's not a whole lot of times we've been contrarians against each other.
I mean, to be fair, you added in the little wrinkle of him winning by DQ, which I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
I just said him winning. I never said win by pinfall.
Right.
Too sweet.
I think definitely Cody Rhodes, but if we don't get a DDP run in, I'm gonna be upset. I need to see one more diamond cutter.
It's me. It's
DDP.
That'd be great. Brock Lesnar taking the diamond cutter.
Diamond cutter.
So,
you
man,
never
Will, I
saw
like your
it
idea
coming.
of Cody winning by disqualification. I actually like that.
Jason, you are wrong.
But it's I mean, we've already seen it though. Like, how many times has he done that where he's beat somebody to the bloody pulp to the point where it's disqualified?
That's his thing, though.
I know. But it
how many leg
Cody's
drops did Hogan do, and how many elbows did Macho Man drop, my guy?
Well, I know, but why not actually have Cody beat Brock? Like, actually beat him to make him like.
They need him to come back 4 or 5 more times to do the exact same thing to 4 or 5 other people. That's why.
Okay, that's the main event. Cool.
So yeah, that's all we've got. We have 7 matches for that whole thing.
All 7 are going to be 1-star matches.
Because Gunther is not involved in any of them.
Yo, I wish we had the soundbite for it. I wish we had the soundbite for it, but I feel like yeah, they could be 1 star, or they could be -5 stars.
They might just make us all look like
the fat-faced dipshits.
Maybe.
Woo! Dummy, yeah.
Why don't we have a soundbite for you just
slap nuts?
For what?
You just made the list.
You just made the list. I don't know, but we got one for this.
Jesus Christ. That's nightmarish.
That is nightmarish. So is that smoke weed every day fucking theme song.
I mean,
what?
Why do I call him Josh? Do you want to show Cam what our new soundbite is?
Our newest soundbite? Oh yeah, Cam.
Say his name.
Apparently, I have a theme song now. You got to hear this.
Smoke weed. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
What I was thinking of.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Smoke weed.
That wasn't the
What
right
in the
one.
world? That's great.
He was talking about the Joe Henry song.
Oh.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry.
Come on.
Let's go.
See,
Okay,
all right.
hold up.
Here we go.
Hold up.
I'm announcing it right now. I don't like him now.
Why? I have to do this. I was gonna ask you,
I'm
why
gonna
do you
tell you
not
the
like
reason
him?
why. Because I've heard that fucking same shit come out of Phil's mouth for the last month. Almost on every fucking
Now you
line.
know how I feel about Omos. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
Yes,
hear it.
yes. Oh my god, I feel the same way about Omos and Roman.
Now, Cam, you'll be a homosexual one day.
Well, I won't.
Oh my
No.
god,
I won't.
homosexual.
No.
No, the homosexual left. Matt's gone.
Yeah, he's fired. No.
Uh,
Oh,
so
my
that
goodness.
was. So we've talked about the draft. We've talked about Backlash.
Where the hell Phil go?
I don't know. I guess he went to go play some. Oh no, he's back.
There it is. No, he just pulled his John Cena.
Oh.
So
Well, that was
what?
a very fucking lackluster pay-per-view, and it's really like I
It is.
agree with Cam that Night of Champions is the pay-per-view.
Definitely.
This is just like a
Filler.
Raw or a SmackDown.
Yeah, it feels like an extended version of it.
Yeah.
Emma in the chat brings up a huge question, and this is very just top notch. If you could see any celebrity get tickled, who would it be?
Seth Rogen.
You know what, Cam?
Oh,
That was, I
God.
swear to God,
Yep.
that
Do they
was
have
my
to be alive?
him or Jonah Hill for some reason. First thing that came to mind. I think both of those guys would be hilarious to watch get tickled.
Do they have to be alive?
Well, I mean, I
Oh,
don't think it would be very fun to watch get tickled if they were dead.
No, like, if they didn't die. If they were still around.
Oh.
Actually, no, fuck that. Mike Tyson.
Oh my
That's
god.
the total force. Random will fact, I despise being tickled. It's like sensory overload for my ADHD or whatever. Like, I
Brock
just can't
Lesnar.
handle it. It freaks me out. Brock
Brock
Lesnar would be
Lesnar.
great
Brock
to see get
Lesnar.
tickled.
Brock Lesnar would just try to elbow you after a
I
while.
say
He
Justin
would just
Bieber.
drop the bows.
Justin
No,
Bieber.
It's got
Justin Bieber.
to be Seth. Seth the entire time.
Oh my god.
Bronson Reed.
Oh lord.
Eminem.
Not Eminem.
What?
That seems like a gigantic mistake.
Exactly. That's the
I would
idea
say
there.
Vince McMahon, but you'll probably have to sign an NDA beforehand.
I don't
Oh my
want to.
He'd hire you and then fire you, just so he could fire you.
He can't fire. Hey, he can't fire me. He will buy that pissant company of yours just so we can fire you again.
Ken Shamrock would be funny to tickle too.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, Sammy.
Sammy.
All right. Since we have a little bit of time here, so
I don't have an answer for that.
no one's fucking talking to you.
Who the hell was that? Was that Alexa or was that
That was Samuel L. Jackson.
motherfucker?
Hey, Samuel, what's your favorite word?
Fuck.
Motherfucker's my favorite word.
All right. So with AEW, why does everybody got to hate on Orange Cassidy?
I don't know why either.
Because they don't understand his character. That's why.
I like Cassidy.
They don't understand
fucking
his
love
character,
Cassidy.
yet he's one of the best pro wrestlers out there right now.
He's
Ever
not
since
bad.
he won the international title, he has been absolutely consistent.
Actually, I want to go as far back as to when he had that match with Chris Jericho where they dunked him in the orange juice.
That to me, that screams Jericho's idea.
Yeah.
Orange
Oh,
Punch
yeah.
versus Superman Punch.
Orange Cassidy does not is like there's way worse wrestlers than Orange Cassidy.
He's not even a bad wrestler, dude. He's
People-
actually good.
Because they can't suspend their disbelief. What?
People were doubting him, and then he put on a banger with Will Ospreay.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Will
Thank you,
Ospreay
Cam.
is one of the best wrestlers on the planet right now. So
Yes.
Yes,
There you go.
honestly, like I will agree with you on that, Cam. Being there in person and watching that match, if we did not have a match like Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jon Moxley, Ospreay versus Cassidy was the match of the night. I mean, people could say different, but
I mean, so far, to be honest with you, I have not seen a boring Orange Cassidy match.
Neither have I.
No.
I can't disagree with you.
Very entertaining.
he even puts on bangers with Old Man Jarrett. Like he can't miss. Come on.
The one thing I try to explain to people, I love how he elevates shit. Like he goes from the like slow guy, and then just brings it up.
Yep.
The dude can wrestle with the fucking his hands in his pocket. Come on.
Yeah.
There's a suicide dive.
I want to hear him do some more promos. That's really it.
I don't really. I just think it's part of his character.
But,
He just doesn't talk. You know.
I
He's
want
like-
somebody to make him talk. Like somebody piss him off to the point where he just takes off the
There's a
glasses and he just goes AWOL.
there's a person you can tickle right there.
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, yeah.
He probably just
Yeah, he wouldn't even have a
he's
reaction.
with my
From
goddamn hitchhiker.
wherever, weighing
Whatever.
I
I want to
understand.
see.
pleased.
I want
I
to see
understand.
more Orange Cassidy and Danhausen shit.
Yes.
What's wrong with
Absolutely,
Danhausen?
absolutely.
Nothing's wrong with
100%.
Danhausen.
We need more Danhausen in all elite wrestling. There has to
No,
be
you don't.
more.
You just had to
Danhausen.
fucking bring up Danhausen. Now we gotta hear this.
Well, I wasn't trying to do that. I'm from the same state as him, so.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I think he puts fucking amazing matches on. They're more entertaining than most matches that you see.
Send Hook.
I understand
That's
people
somebody
upset
that needs
about him
a
having
better
the
fucking push.
I understand
needs a
people
better
having
push.
the belt in the bag. I understand that. Like,
That's hilarious. That's just a part of his
Great.
character.
I know. That's what I tell people too. But people are like, oh, he takes the belt out when he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah,
Steam
and
shows.
then just
It's just him.
People didn't like when Stone Cold and The Rock and them started putting the strap over their shoulders instead of putting it on their fucking waist.
Stone Cold.
But look at
dragged
it now. Everybody
Yes.
in
He
the
did drag
industry,
So
nobody
did
puts
Rock.
that bitch around their waist anymore besides
Right.
Gunther.
Right.
Yeah.
So did
Stone Cold
Rock.
and The
Rock
Rock
came
dragged
out like dragging him, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Every
Well,
time
Stone
The
Cold.
Rock
Rock
would
threw
flip
it
the
at Vince.
title, every time he would flip the title, I was waiting for one of the plates to fly the fuck off and hit somebody
When-
in the head.
Yeah.
When Stone Cold would have like his like beer bashes back in the 90s, he would leave the ring, then go back to the ring, and he would literally be chucking the belt over the ropes. Like
Mhm.
he didn't care. So
No.
Okay, somebody said Hook earlier.
I did.
Hook
Can,
needs
can
a
we
better
can we push Hook? Can we actually?
Yes.
I hate to say this.
Push
I
Hook
know-
out of the company, maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Man.
Will. Okay.
I'm sorry. Nepotism's very real. What's the right for this good but not great wrestler to get pushed to the front of the line because his dad's a Hall of Famer? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Hook doesn't do anything that says to me he's the best wrestler. Like he has more talent than 99% of the indies, because that's what AEW is the 1% of the wrestling world. What makes him better than everybody else right now on the indies, other than his dad being Taz?
I think it's his pure style, like how he like wrestles. Like he's on par with like a Daniel Bryan and shit. How he
I
flows
know.
in the
I
ring.
can
He's a
understand where
great
Will's coming
technical
from.
wrestler.
I can
I get where
understand.
he's
Did
coming
you
from,
really
too. I'm
just
not-
compare Hook to Daniel Bryan?
No. I'm saying
Wow.
he can go in the ring technically as good or not better. Definitely not. Never. but he can fucking learn from Daniel Bryan and have a great match with him, and
Right.
have a great technical match instead of like these high flying shits with everybody. He can have a good on mat match with him.
I think he's this generation's Taz, honestly. Unironically.
Really?
I mean,
So,
Honestly, he
if
needs
I
to
can
get
say
away from the
something quick,
FTW championship.
Yeah.
he does.
I mean, if I can say really quickly, Will, you said that Taz is a Hall of Famer. Is he like ECW Hall of Fame or?
Yeah. Oh,
He's a
he's in
legend.
the Hardcore
Night,
Hall
Cherry.
of Fame.
Okay, Hardcore Hall of okay, I understand that. Because I was going to say, like, if people are wondering, like, where the heck is Hook right now, I ended up watching Rampage on Friday since it was like at 5:30 my time. So I'm like, you know what, the hell with it, I'll watch it. For some reason, Hook has been intertwined, like where Hook is right now. For some reason, he's involved with the Hardys at this point, and the Hardys involvement, a Hardys feud with the Firm. So Stokely Hathaway, Ethan Page, Big Bill, and Lee Moriarty. For some reason, they just decided they just want. I think the storyline was on like last Friday. You know, they have one final match, or they drop Isaiah Cassidy from like a 2-foot from like a 2-thing high scaffolding. Matt agreed to it, but Big Bill just pretty much chokeslammed Isaiah Cassidy off the scaffolding onto the ground. And so now it's the Firm versus the Hardys and Hook on Rampage at like 4:30 my time at the Hardy compound. And pretty much, of course, the Hardys just stormed off angry, and Hook was the only one there. All Hook said to Mike is that Firm's getting deleted. I know. It's not really much to say. Hey guys, watch Rampage, but
that belt is just stifling him. That FTW belt.
It's his dad. His dad wants it on him. Like, oh yeah, it's fun. It's got the FTW title. No one cares. No one cares.
Well, I mean,
If it's not going to be recognized by the company, then it's not worth putting your son on, giving it to your son. It's not being recognized.
Well, to be fair,
it was very limited though, because it started off in AEW where Brian Cage held the belt. Brian Cage was the FTW champion at the time. He got defeated by Absolute Ricky Starks, and then Ricky Starks lost it to Hook.
So, all right, question here. One, that's the only title you've seen leave from one promotion and go to another. Like, I mean, minus the buyout from WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because
ECW.
Because Taz had the belt in ECW. It was lost to Sabu. Taz got it back. Then there was like, I don't know, a whole bunch of,
I'm still here.
But I mean, I mean, it has lineage to it. All the way back to ECW. The only thing is they gotta make it. They gotta take it more serious. That's the only problem. That's one thing they don't do is take it like just make the title more serious. Make it like a hardcore title.
That would be nice.
No.
But don't call it the hardcore. Still call it the FTW Championship. Just have hardcore matches with it.
To what Canna had said. To be fair, it may not be called like the AEW FTW title or whatever, but it was technically recognized by Tony Khan, because Tony Khan was like, we want this championship to be a little bit different than any other championship that we have associated with the company. So technically, in that regard, it was recognized by Tony Khan, but it's still a nothing title. Like there's nothing really going on with it. Not really being defended on a regular basis. It who cares, So
exactly.
It's like the $1 million championship, but
the only way for you to
on the
make
same
a
level.
title worth something is to actually do something with it. The Universal had no meaning to it whatsoever. Everybody thought that was a shit title, and now they think it's the best title in the world because Roman has it. Do
what?
something with it.
El Capitan's here.
Like, literally, do something with the fucking title. Any title could be worth something. You just got to do something.
You just say Roman has a 24/7 title now? What? Did I
Roman
hear that correctly?
has the 24/7 title.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
No.
Okay.
24/7 championship got thrown away.
I don't even know if that's PG.
WWE even made really stupid decisions. Come on, I mean they at one point in time unified the Intercontinental with Big Gold at one point in time.
Wow.
And then it magically came back.
When was this?
God, who was it? Was it Triple H that did it? Alexa, who unified the Intercontinental and the World?
From afoldschool.com. On this day in pro wrestling history,
who unified the big?
I'm not sure.
Alexa, who unified the Intercontinental Championship and the Big Gold?
From whatculture.com. Defeating Kane, Triple H unified the Intercontinental belt with the World Heavyweight Championship. A sad chapter in the history of the IC division.
I didn't know that. Learn something new every day.
Well, once again, all right, I'm gonna say this. Just like I'm literally, I don't care if you can call him the, I can't even fucking say the word. He's like the fucking brainiac of fucking wrestling. Not everybody knows everything. Nobody does. We're all still learning shit. No matter what, you're still learning things. There's things that people miss and didn't really think it was a big deal, and then it becomes a big deal later on.
Wow!
I'm like dying a little bit more every single day inside.
Oh boy.
Will, do you have anything to add on whatever the hell we're talking about?
Well.
Where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
I don't even know.
We're in a different world.
Here. All right, so we got into the whole FTW championship. I said the only way you can make a title relevant is actually do something with it, just like they did with the Universal. Universal was not even a championship, had no history to it and all that stuff. And I even said WWE made stupid decisions like integrating or unifying the Big Gold and the Intercontinental at one point in time. I just brought that up. Just once again, he didn't know that. I don't know who all knew that, but
I didn't know that.
I forgot about it.
Well, there you go.
It was around the time when Kane lost his mask too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fun fact. There you go. There's your fucking fun fact of the day.
I think the FTW
fun fact
title,
that was not JR getting set on fire.
All right,
I think
go
the
ahead,
FTW title is
set on fire. Somebody call the authorities.
I think the FTW title is vastly irrelevant in a company that has a ton of titles. So as long as it stays on one of the boss's kids, it's going to be like the star pitcher of a little league team, who's going to start every game because their dad's a coach. Like that's kind of where they're at with this title. As far as titles traveling around, you've seen it in the past with Matt Cardona. He's got that internet champion thing that he carries around and lets people challenge him for everywhere. That's kind of along the same lines as the FTW title. If you really want to get old school with it, Andy Kaufman had the women's wrestling world championship was the made up
The
title that he
intergender?
started.
The
The intergender
intergender.
wrestling champion. There you go. And he was a self-proclaimed champion, and he took it around and wrestled in other promotions and stuff. I just think AEW has so many belts and so much talent and such little TV time to try to feign relevancy for the FTW title as a mirage to nostalgia seems like a wasted talent.
I mean, all right. So the way you kind of like set the belt up, that would be an interesting thing to do, right? So you can go to, make a relationship with GCW. They need to do that anyways, just so they can do this fucking game that we've been waiting for God knows how long. Go over there, defend it on Impact, defend it in different companies. Run around, do something with it, make it relevant.
I mean, that's what they used to do with the All Atlantic, which is now International Championship. When Pac won the belt in that fatal 4-way match between him, Miro, Malachi Black, and Clark Connors, Pac, when it was called the All Atlantic Championship, Pac would go around to different promotions from different countries around the world and defend that title. That's what it was used for.
That's what D'Lo Brown did with the European title. He used to go to Europe all the time and defend it.
Yeah, which is why
I said D'Lo Brown was
Judgment Day 1998, and they said he was from Italy.
Yeah, because when I think about that title, I know Cam's not the biggest fan of it, but the greatest European champion, not the first, but the greatest, was D'Lo Brown.
Yes.
By far.
I would say it was the British Bulldog, but that's my opinion.
He was the first European champion.
That's true, but I like the British
Bulldog. I might venture to say Owen.
Yeah. Owen, and then a close third would have to be fucking X-Pac, because he held that motherfucker so many times.
I put him up there, but I still think D'Lo Brown probably put the most effort into the titles where I'm going at.
Midian.
D'Lo Brown made it fun.
Or what about you, Will? What do you think?
Midian's my favorite European champion because it's been my favorite way anybody's ever won a title in WWE in history. Midian was going through Shane's gear bag because the gimmick was Midian forgot his gear. So he was scrummaging through Shane's gear bag and found the retired European title and said, "Shane, can I borrow this belt for the night?" And he goes out to the ring and they award him the European Championship because he found a retired title in the boss's gear bag. Midian's the greatest European champion of all time.
Well, that would make Hacksaw Jim Duggan the best WCW television title or champion, because he found it in the garbage after Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were playing basketball with it.
You know what?
I haven't heard the name Midian in forever. I forgot that dude even existed. Whoa.
We were talking about him last month on my
Phineas Godwin
on my live. He was the only guy to run out with a song and just start dancing.
That's crazy.
He always streaked in the ring. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was Naked Midian.
Wow.
And now he's a cook. He's a chef.
Yep. He's a chef.
Thank God he doesn't go streaking there.
I mean, you never know. You never know what kind of sausage you're gonna get,
or what kind of secret sauce.
Hey, yo!
Or the sauce. You never know what's gonna pair with your dinner and dessert.
Oh my God! Oh dear God!
But I mean, I don't know, man. I guess with me, dude, I just really want, just like with the whole draft thing I was talking about earlier. You guys may not agree with me on this, but I for a draft to actually make sense, I would really love for different promotions like, AEW, Impact, all that shit. Have all your wrestlers up for fucking a draft where you have everybody from like the different companies, not NWA, all that shit. Do an actual draft. Bring talent from different places.
There would have to
I would
be
love that.
union.
The main issue with that is just the contracts.
Yeah.
You can't just jump companies.
Wrestlers could not be considered, what is that called? Independent contractors. They would have to be under a union and work for one company and the WWE, AEW, all that be like the NBA, the NHL, all that.
That's what I was thinking too.
It'd have to be like that because if not, you couldn't do that shit.
Well, you can make there you go. You can always do that. I mean, they got the rights
Like
to the
you have
fucking other names,
AEW as
ECW
like
and WCW.
Yeah.
You know, just make WWE a big banner, and then just bring these other shows back, and boom, there you go.
WWE, if they did that, WWE would blow up even more than they already are. Like they would just be like the
Yeah.
mega of all wrestling.
That's all they need to do. What if they did like WWE Raw, WCW Friday nights, and then they did an ECW Hardcore Saturday?
I don't
just
think
get
they
rid of
bring
all
back
the other stuff.
ECW ever again. Let that lay. WWE
If
don't
they
know how
were
to push
smart.
that shit.
They don't. That's
No,
right.
all you would get on ECW are hardcore matches and cruiserweight matches.
The only way you could book ECW nowadays if you force Paul Heyman to do it again.
And he does.
I don't think you have
You're
to force
going
him.
to get a true ECW show in the WWE world.
I'll say this. This is kind of off topic, but I would love for
That's all we're
AEW.
doing.
'Cause I know WWE won't do it, but I would love for AEW to go and do either a pay-per-view or just a special episode of like Dynamite or whatever. Even Rampage, they did that. But go to the what is that? What's that? Where they had ECW One Night Stand at? That arena.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I would love for them to
Hammerstein
go
Ballroom?
there.
The ECW.
Yeah, Hammerstein
arena?
Ballroom.
Yes. I would love for them to go there, bro. I love that
see-
arena. Like, I just love the look of it.
And to be honest with you, I mean, look, I know I sit there and I say, oh, if it wasn't for Vince, we wouldn't have the lot of shit we do. But it's because of Vince, a lot of shit. You know, the reason why we lost a lot of wrestlers, the reason why wrestlers, go so soon, of course. The reason why you can't work with a lot of companies. He did in the past. He would work with it, but it was like a brief moment. I really believe Triple H really wants to expand it and make it where you can bring people from different places. I'm sure Triple H really wants to do that. But right now,
He does. Problem is Vince doesn't.
I know.
And they're tied.
And neither does Endeavor.
I think Endeavor is in for the money. If they see a way to make profit, they're gonna fucking do it. And that's what Vince McMahon used to be. That's why he brought ECW on Raw.
But you
trying to help
but you gotta
push a little promotion.
What you gotta understand too is just like what you said. They're in it for the money. They're going to make a profit. If they're looking to make a profit, they're going to do it. But they're also going to go to Vince first and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Because they want him in charge of these bigger ideas. They're not just going to go, "Hey, we're going to go do this," without checking with Vince first. They're not going to do that.
Here, I'm going to say this. I know Endeavor and AEW and WWE don't watch our shit, but by one slim little chance, won't you put us degenerates, all right? Give us 1 year and we'll put a better show on than you guys did the last 15.
No. Just give us one pay-per-view. Give us one pay-per-view.
Better than WWE.
Well, I want to build stories,
I know.
No, yeah, give us about
Me
6
and Cam
months.
are going to argue most of the time because I'm probably going to put the world heavyweight title on David Arquette. So.
I want the mid-card title. I want either the U.S. or the Intercontinental.
I wouldn't book the tag teams.
My happy ass will be like, "Hey, we need more belts."
Hey, just
Right,
just
Tony.
put me in charge. Just put me in charge of the main event scene and the women's division, and I'm cool.
No, because then we're going to have to sign NDAs. Why are you trying to be a part of the women's division for, huh?
Okay, no. Okay, see,
So
I'm going to have to
book
sign an NDA just
To
by
book
going near
something.
Piper Niven.
Jesus
I'm going to have to
Christ.
sign an NDA.
Nope, I would like for one night only. We're not PG. All right, Edge, Lita, look. We need
Go fuck.
we need a recreation
No.
of that scene.
Oh,
The best
Hey,
thing is
Lita.
we're gonna go in.
Hey, Lita, go out there, have a good time.
Easy,
There's no two
cowboy.
of them.
No,
And then
that
Beth,
was a one-off,
Beth,
and that's all it
Beth,
needs to be.
I want you to come out and make it like a Jerry Springer moment.
Heck nah.
No, we gotta have
nah.
Lesnar and Sable.
Oh no, I'm sorry guys, I turned into Vince Russo.
Oh God.
I'm booking Will against Sable in a bra and panties match.
Oh no.
Gladly.
Brock
That's one of those.
Lesnar-
That's
Brock
one of
Lesnar
those
will be
like gladly.
watching you the whole time down the ramp.
Yeah, and he'll just be like, "I'm gonna lay down and take the pin," with a smile on his face.
Right.
Finger poke of doom.
I'm booking Cam versus Gigi.
Okay, hold on.
I'm all
Can
for
I-
that. Hey, let's
listen,
go. I'm all
Okay,
for that.
I will take
man.
Cam's squash match against Sable, but instead of Sable, can I just have Piper Niven?
Jeez.
Okay.
Sure.
She.
I want a one-on-one with Stephanie. So
Ew.
Giggity.
ew.
Giggity.
I don't
Nothing
like
wrong with
plastic
that.
like that.
Messed up.
Yeah, there is.
No,
I
Stephanie.
don't like
just
plastic.
Stephanie's kind of
No.
hot.
No, we would actually book something actually decent. I honestly
No,
think
I
we
was-
all have great ideas and shit like that. I just put this fucker on commentary.
Ooh.
Oh God, yeah.
Absolutely.
Phil would
Absolutely.
immediately be on commentary.
Yeah, Phil would be-
Oh my God!
He'd be standing on top
I
of the
literally
announcer
be
table like,
Joey Styles, just oh my god.
Dude, it'd be like Pat McAfee and Marlon Ronaldo had a kid.
No, it's just Joey Styles, dude. He's Joey Styles 2.0.
Joey Styles.
For sure.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be crazy.
yeah, he'd be on commentary
The
freaking out.
problem with him, he'd be like, fun fact, Brock Lesnar was born in.
You just see the
Catch
camera.
one.
You just see the camera pan over the field. He's got the encyclopedia out. Just
You know, the match is going on. He's like, no, over here.
he's like, never mind the match. Never mind the match. You got to hear these facts.
Guys,
See,
it's just
and
a Brock
see,
Lesnar match. We know
look,
what's gonna happen. Come here.
Tell me this ain't a great idea. You do a picture-in-picture, right? When you got like something actually being talked about on commentary. You have the match, and then you got the commentary team up top in the box while they're
Hold
talking.
on, why don't they just do like, you know how like they do the fucking Roman Reigns tree thing? Why don't they just have the commentators like in the corner?
In the tree.
No, not a tree. In the
the
corner of the
tree.
fucking thing, and they talk on camera.
I mean, they used to do that.
Like it would look better nowadays, though.
I
like green screen
love
on
that
there.
they're ringside. I hate that AEW's all the way up in that, up there and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
how
remember
Raw
when,
used to
when they
be.
changed that for the first time, I hated it, dude. Like I
That's
love
how
it.
they did on Raw at in the whatchamacallit era. Ruthless
All right, so-
Aggression.
What do you mean? The announcer table?
Yeah.
The announce table used to be by the entrance on
Yeah.
Raw.
Oh yeah.
It was like 2000. When was that?
Yeah,
Will?
that-
2005?
that's old school, and they got the announcer
It was
table.
like 2017 through like 2019.
I forgot what it was. So, Will, if you can book
Sir.
one match, let's say we'll all do this, all right?
All right.
You can book a match, all right? Always get to book one match. We're about to do a pay-per-view. Will,
Any wrestler?
what's your match?
Any promotion? Any wrestler? Any promotion?
Let's just stick with WWE for now.
WWE for now.
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
WWE.
WWE.
E.
If I could book any match right now, I would figure out a way to book a ladder match for the world's heavyweight title, and I would put Seth Rollins, and I would put Finn Balor, and I would put Drew McIntyre in it, and I would have Seth Rollins win by curb stomping Finn Balor into Drew McIntyre through a ladder, through a table.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
That's what I would
You're
do.
very violent, Will.
All right. Well, you took the main event, so
And
we're
we
gonna
can't
say
pick the
Cam,
same
you
wrestler.
got the women's
So
match.
Yeah, Cam's got the women's match.
If I could book one match, well, first of all, I probably would bring back. I'd probably bring back Sasha Banks, obviously, and then I would have. So I had this idea, right? It's not really so much a match; it's an idea.
Mhm.
But I had this idea because I talked about this on my TikTok or whatever. I would have had I would have had Mercedes and Naomi come back, right? Like first they'll go down to NXT. They'll go down to NXT and recruit. Who did I say? I said Gigi Dolan and someone else. Oh, Zoe Stark. They would recruit them, right, for like this new faction that they're doing, right? Then they'd go up to the main roster and just destroy everybody in their path, right? Initially, they would form like a female version of like the Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be freaking amazing.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just genius in my ass, but yeah.
All right. Okay. Too sweet.
Too
I got a
sweet.
tag team division, so
You want the tag?
I think
Okay.
yeah, I would make a 4-way tag match between the Usos, the Good Brothers, and then New Day, and then the fourth team would be Imperial. I would put over Imperial over all of them because I think those two would be
Question:
a great tag
since you're
team
part,
champions.
since you're in charge of the tag team division, would you separate the titles?
Yes, immediately.
Okay.
So like, if they're on SmackDown, like all the guys all the teams I just named, I would have them go for the tag team titles in that fatal 4-way match, and tear the fucking house down.
All right. Now what's Imperium? Just real quick, and then I'm gonna hand it. We'll hand it off. How would you guys like if fucking Rusev did a return?
Yes.
Against Gunther.
Yes.
That'd be sick.
Yes.
Rusev, that dominant, Rusev. Yeah, much. Yeah, that guy. All right, go ahead, Phil.
Phil.
Philip.
Are you constipated? He looks constipated.
He does.
I don't think he can.
No, he can't. Hi, Phil.
Philip.
All right. So it's your turn to make a match for WWE. We've already done a women's division. We've done tag team division. Main event. What title do you want? U.S. or Intercontinental?
Well, and if you want, you can bring a retired belt back.
Oh, that, yeah.
Or I could bring a belt back? All right.
A belt back, and then you'll have that division.
Okay, you got the 24/7 title. Go.
All right, then. I'm bringing back 205 Live. Let's do the cruiserweights.
I knew that. That's why I said that.
Will, you said you Will, thank you for being with us tonight. Before you leave, can you tell everybody where they can find you?
Gentlemen, first and foremost, thank you as always for allowing me into your known domain. For those of you who want to find me elsewhere, you can check my link tree in my bio at The Will Gray. That'll show you the links to all the shenanigans at Botch Spots and Chair Shots and Rivet City Radio.
Will, once again, thank you for being on the show tonight. We love having you, man.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very, very much, and I will see you all soon.
Oh, and everybody on here, don't forget to follow Botch Spots and Chair Shots on TikTok. We're trying to get that to 1,000.
Thank y'all very much.
Don't forget Rivet.
All right, Will.
There's
Sorry,
also
Will.
Rivet City Radio.
Thank you guys.
Take care, brother.
All right. Okay.
We lost Cam too.
No, we still got him. So sorry, he had to dip out early. So, all right. So yeah, I guess
Not
it's me.
early.
So
Actually, it's on time. I mean,
oh yeah. So I guess we're just gonna
a little bit longer since we started.
Yeah, I guess I'll do this match and then I would do a. Oh, Phil wanted to do a cruiserweight match.
Oh yeah, Phil, cruiserweight.
Yeah, you wanted to. Who'd you want to bring in that cruiserweight?
You built it up. So who would you put the cruiserweight title on?
Who would I put the cruiserweight title on, considering who we have right now in?
I already know
Let's
his
say you're in
answer.
charge of
I
205
already know
Live.
his answer.
You're in charge of 205 Live. You get all the cruiserweights, every single one of them.
I don't know how people would feel about it if I did this. I feel like some people could say I would be doing a disservice to this guy. Others would be saying, it's about time he won another championship or something. I'm gonna give. If I wanted to give away my first cruiserweight title, going to Ricochet.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
All right.
I thought you were
And
going to do Mustafa Ali.
I'm going to add one more on there.
I would put Mustafa Ali. I mean, honestly,
That would be a great match.
I would have Ricochet drop the belt to Mustafa Ali.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, Phil, I'm going to give you a bonus. You ready? Since you have 205 Live, that's yours. Okay. You also get a cruiserweight tag team division and a cruiserweight women's division.
Ooh.
A cruiserweight women's division.
Because you're going to have a whole show to do.
Okay.
Ooh. I
could almost put the LWO in there. I could have Walking Wild and Cruz El Toro in there representing LWO.
And who would you have doing the women's?
Oh my goodness. I mean, especially knowing like, what is it? If I were to include some of the call-ups, of course I'm going to be doing Casey and Caden. I would probably add in thinking of just thinking of
Alexa Bliss.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
is she really considered
I don't know because again, she's a she and Nikki Cross are multi-time women's tag team champions.
What about you already said the LWO. What if it was Zelina?
I mean, yeah, I could see Zelina acting on 205 Live on occasion. I don't know who the heck she would team up with that would actually want to be part of an LWO, but
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Cameron.
All right. So I got the mid card, so I've got two matches. For the Intercontinental, I will do Gunther and Bronson Reed. Big meaty man slapping beef. That's the way it's been right now, and it's been working pretty damn well. And I think those two would bring the house down. Bronson and Gunther. For the United States, though, for Theory's title, I want a Fatal 5-Way. I would do a Fatal 5-Way. So you've got Theory in there. Then I would throw in LA Knight, Grayson Waller, The Miz, and you can either do Dolph Ziggler or Cameron Grimes.
I put Cameron Grimes in there. That'd be amazing.
Cameron Grimes.
And who would you put the title on?
Hold on. The title would probably have to go for this guy.
Yeah.
L.A. Knight.
You got the women's division.
Yeah.
You have the women's. You have both titles.
Yeah.
Would you keep it Raw and SmackDown, or would you change the name like to the Women's World Heavyweight Championship and then the WWE Women's Championship?
Or would you just unify it as one?
And then you will have a tag team. Now understand, you can bring whatever women you want because this is your division. You can create tag teams that you think that are like they need to be tag teams. It's all yours. And who would you put the titles on?
So I would just unify both titles and just call it the Women's World title.
Okay.
Who I would put it on? Man, I probably would put it on. That's a good question. Jeez, I probably would put it on right now because I can't think of anybody else. I probably would put it on Nikki Cross.
Ooh.
I really like Nikki Cross. The Twisted Sister Nikki Cross, obviously. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'll put on Nikki
Absolutely.
Cross.
But you would still unify it even with 2 different shows and
Mhm.
multiple. Like you're still bringing
Yeah.
more women in. So there's
Yeah.
I mean, the women's division has to be just as big as the men's. You know,
Yeah.
and you have 2 shows. It's gonna. Don't you think that might hurt somebody? Or would you just bring a mid card title in for the women?
No, I wouldn't even do that. So that's the issue. I think I said the same thing about the tag team division a while ago. Whereas they don't need 2 separate divisions. I know there's 2 brands, but they don't need 2 separate divisions on both brands. It's just I think the divisions are stronger together, just being, you know what I'm saying, just working as one. So I think it would actually benefit the women's division just having one women's world title that all of them go for across the board.
Okay.
And then I wouldn't add a mid card title because again I think it'll just be a bit oversaturated. And then for the women's tag titles, I'd probably do the same thing. I would just get rid of either combine them, like unify them between the NXT Women's Tag Team titles and the main roster Women's Tag Team titles. Just unify them, and then, like I said, you'd have another division that would just be stronger together, especially the Women's Tag Team division, because there's not really a Women's Tag Team division as it is. You would just have that Women's Tag Team division be stronger because now you've got it across NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, and it's just one set of titles. So.
I mean, you know my take on it. I like the extra titles and being able to see like people I feel like their career gets boomed up when it does.
And that's fair, but sometimes it can be an oversaturation to where it's not needed so much.
Yeah.
So that's just my take on it.
That's understandable.
But for the women's tag team titles, who would I put them on? I probably would just keep them on Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. I think they're a great tag team. So I don't see why not.
So me, I guess I get the heavyweight scene.
It's only fit.
I would do a couple things. Me, you know I like my belts. Me, I think I would like to bring the European Championship back. So then you can actually have a couple of wrestlers traveling through Europe, bringing WWE over to Europe a little bit more.
I got to hear this.
I would see if I can get Barrett out of retirement.
Wade Barrett?
You know, yeah.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Who I would put the title on? I'd probably put the European title on Grayson Waller.
Say so. How the fuck when they laid them?
It's just, I don't know. I just think it would be a good idea, you know. And you know, like how we're going to be going to the UK soon. You could have your wrestlers go up there that are part of that small little division of the European Championship division. Put them over there and do their matches and all that stuff, and kind of like what D'Lo did, and before you would have your major pay-per-view or whatever that's coming up there. So it's like that preview. It's a taste before the big show. The World Heavyweight title. And see, once again, I'm big on titles, so I would have, you guys would have your divisions, of course, I would have the European title here, like lower mid card, and then I would do your mid card titles, which would be the US and the Intercontinental. And I think I don't think I would get rid of the Universal per se. I've already kind of gave my standpoint on that, and that would be kind of like that step up to the heavyweight division. Either that or bring a kind of the X division to where it's like any weight, Samoa Joe and people are fighting for that title, the cruiserweights, the whole nine. But if I had to, I would put the World Heavyweight Championship on. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to steal Candace pick and put that on LA Knight.
How dare you?
Because, dude, I mean, it's either him or Finn or Seth. I'm the only three people I could see booming that because he did an amazing job as World Heavyweight Champion in TNA. Oh, God. I'm going to hate myself for saying this. I'd keep the WWE Championship on Roman. Only until he beats Hogan's. Not fucking Santino's. Would not have him beat Santino's. I'd have him beat Hogan's. But that's more for business standpoint, and that's it.
So I would like to tweak mine because I kind of let it sink in a little bit. So I would have one women's world title, the world title. I think I would include a mid card title. I think I'd have a women's intercontinental title.
Yeah.
But then you think about it, they actually would have three because I forgot about NXT. NXT women's title. Instead of just having it specific to that brand, again, I would have it be defended anywhere, anytime. Main roster, NXT doesn't matter. So they actually would have three women's championships: NXT women's world title, the women's world title on the main roster, and then they'd have the intercontinental title as well. So I'd have three.
But that's not a bad idea. But like and I know a lot of people go, "There's too many titles." A lot of people think there's too many, and I just think there's so much talent right now. Like I liked the 24/7 title. I mean, I wish it was the hardcore title, but the reason why I liked it is because you're giving people that have nothing to do able to do something where they got that TV time, they got that. I want to give them. That's why I want a little bit more. So you would have your division. You would have your two heavyweight divisions. Boom, 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 and then you would have that one universal title that would be defended by in between both, and you could use that to be like more of that cash-in thing. You can use that title to be able to go against whatever champion you want. Kind of like how TNA does that.
So kind of like what they were doing with the X Division title some years ago.
Yeah. And it would be interesting because you would never know. They couldn't do like Money in the Bank or anything. Nothing like that. They would be like, hey, I want a chance, and then they just like lay the title down. Like, all right, you got it this Saturday or 2 weeks from now or whatever, blah blah blah, or add yourself to the match.
Then I feel like they wouldn't even need Money in the Bank after that, if you ask me.
Well, Money in the Bank's more of that surprise aspect of like you never know when it's going to get called in on.
Right. I don't know what happened.
But yeah, I'm big on titles. But like, if it was up to me, to be honest with you, I would have played it smart. I would have waited a while before Eric Bischoff got to the age he's at. To be honest with you, I would have did something where I would have had something with Turner Network before AEW went over there. I would have been like, we want to broadcast WCW and go head to head with my own company. Because either way, you're getting the ratings. Still continue to Monday Night Wars. And then, of course, rub Paul Heyman's bald little head and be like, oh, hey, go make me some money. Go recreate ECW. Go steal the GCW guys. Kiss him on his head. Spank him on his little fucking tushy and go, this can be an internet-only thing. No WWE branding, which means no PG.
I know.
So, man, we have gone over our time. Like, almost 15 minutes over. But we've had
it's the fantasy booking shit, and it's just, I don't know.
We've had fun doing this with it. So before we go ahead and end, Cam, where can everybody find you? Because you have been our special guest tonight as well. Where can we all find you if we want to see more of you?
You can find me on Twitch or at Off the Top, and we do a show every Friday with me and my boy Scows. It's now called Friday Night Review. It's been renamed to Friday Night Review. You can catch me then after SmackDown 10 p.m. every Friday night. You can also catch me on TikTok at Cam's Wrestling Corner and call me Cam G. And if that doesn't sizzle your bacon, you can catch me on Instagram at 317 Bacon, Eggs, and Cam.
Phil, where can all of our new people find you for YouTube?
Don't forget to check them out on Pornhub. Sorry.
That's next week.
Well, if you want to find me and this beautiful mug with this beautiful brain, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitch, Clapper at Build a Future, as you see right here.
Mike?
Oh. It's on me now.
OnlyFans.
Yes, it's on to you now.
Feet
Where do they
Finder.
find you? Or do
I
you not
never
want to be
heard of
found?
this great people. You can find me on everything. You can find me on
Backpage.
TikTok, Clapper. I don't got the clap, but I am on Clapper.
Grinder.
Twitch here. Of course, part of this motherfucking Degenerates right here. You can follow right there. All Wrestling for Life, and I'm on TikTok, on everything. Just find me. I'm there.
Too sweet?
Right there. Too Sweet plays at everything. And then also everywhere else.
We
YouTube,
do have
everything.
Yes, we do have merch, guys. And I am Mechanic Coaster. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram under the name Mechanic Coaster here. So thank you guys for joining us tonight for another, long rendition of Free Talk Wrestling.
We're going to have Cam give them 2 words for us.
Oh, Cam. Yes, please give the 2 words for us.
If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya.
Let's get rid of this sucker!
And we're